Yeah, morning world, morning to Jamaica, and morning to Mr. Honorable Andrew Holness, Prime Minister of Jamaica. I'm just a simple local youth wearing, I'm just a ghetto youth, do my hustling in the street on a daily basis, so I'm not like the high level, but the main thing about life, it's all about love and togetherness, you know what I mean? And I just have a few issues that I really want to talk about regarding what is going on in the country and regarding the role of a prime minister or the role of a leader. Not to say prime minister, let us say leader. Because anybody can be a prime minister, you know what I mean? But it's not anybody can be a leader, you know what I mean? And when I analyze some of the things over the years of my time growing up as a youth, in a life, and knowing that love is a thing that cover all things, which the Bible even tell you that, and we grow enough to know that and see that love is the number one source. Jamaica is a country of a certain culture, a specific culture. Rastafari is the culture of Jamaica, which Rastafari have been through so much in Jamaica. You know what I mean? Leave with the two like go into that right now, because we all know what's take place. And if you said that you are the prime minister and you're the leader of the country and you have kids and you are the man of your house, you know what I mean? You gonna be able to can take care of all the situation that happening in your house. You know what I mean? You have a wife just the same, respect to her same in the morning, and you cook your food in your house to feed your kids and feed your wife. If you have a few families or friends around, you're going to feed everybody and let show everybody belly fill. You know what I mean? So Jamaica is your house. You're the leader of Jamaica, you're the prime minister of Jamaica, and if you're gonna run the country and just only caring about the more fortunate people and don't care about the less fortunate people, that's where the building going to crumble. Because the weaker side gonna tear down the stronger side. You know what I mean? This is just reality. It's not like it's violence and it's not like it's bull force or badness. It's nothing like that. You know what I mean? Because if the poor is on the right side and the rich is on the left side, or the rich is on the right side and the poor is on the left, in order for you to get rid of poverty, the poor class need help. The rich side, all you have to do is just help the poor. You know what I mean? So we can have some betterments and some changes if we want Jamaica to change. We have to look out for each other. Each one teach one, each one reach one, each one help one. Because love is a thing that love care and love share. Love doesn't pretend to be like you're going to do it for the person because you want the eyes or the world to see, okay, you're doing something for this person, and then going to give you applaud and give you respect and all these things for that. No, we don't do that. You know what I mean? We do it because it needs to be done. You know what I mean? So I'm saying if you're the prime minister of the country that's run the country, you have to look out for the weaker side of people. You can't just set the system against the weaker side, which they don't have the strength, because when people are weak, their mind fluctuate like a current. They're not focusing well. Like a camera gonna take a picture, it's not really focused proper, so you can't get a decent picture. Doesn't matter how the megapixels of the phone or the camera may be. Once it not focused properly, it can't take properly. So when you're looking out for the poorer class, you set measures and ways and means that the poorer class can benefit and achieve, because there's two types of people in the world or in the country, where you have the physical people, you have the spiritual people. The people that have a spiritual vine, them not going to be able to go out the road and do some things like to rob and steal and them type of thing, they and to kill and them things to gain. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's because the measures is not there and the love is not there. That's why people can adhere to certain rules and regulations. Jamaica is a country that the people them are stubborn and them lack of principle. You know what I mean? And once you don't have no principle, things can't be right. You know what I mean? And first comments, the head of the stream, if it's dirty, then you can't expect the bottom of the stream, or which not stay bottom, because we don't deal with bottom. You know what I mean? The base of the stream gonna be dirty just the same way. So when you set the rules and regulation, and you yourself and like your companions and parliamentarians and workers and all those people who are on your side not adhering to the rules that you have said are set, then or you expect the younger side or the poorer class, you know what I mean, to adhere to it just the same, because they're going to look at it and say, okay, all right, if the Prime Minister not doing this, or the member of Parliament them not doing this, how can we do it? Nobody not gonna follow the rule. Because if you said then you don't want nobody to come in your house in their shoes, you first have to be the example to set it and maintain that in order for other people to maintain it just the same way. You know what I mean? So any rule that you want Jamaican people to follow, you have to be the first to follow it in order for us to do the same. You know what I mean? And as I said, if you cook the food in the house, you're going to share with your sons, or you're going to share with your wife, or you're going to share for yourself, you're going to share for your friends, you're going to share for your family, and make everybody eat. Everybody need to eat in Jamaica. Everybody have mouth, they want food, they want clothes, they want shelter. It's so terrible that some people can't even afford a meal. Some people can't afford to build a house. Some people can't afford to buy a pair of shoes. You know what I mean? If you don't been in the ghetto or come from the ghetto side, then you would even realize or you would even see the things them poor people go through and the help that they need, because everybody have their own problem and everybody like just being aggressive and everybody in a ego and everybody in a eat. Like, you know what I mean, like dog in a mating season. You know what I mean? And many of the houses doesn't have a man inside of it who not dead, they are prison, who migrate and all this type of thing. So when the woman them alone have the burden to bear, and then there's no help for the woman them to help maintain the child, them get aggressive against the child also. That's another form of aggression. You know what I mean? And then the youth them now, them can't get no tenderness from the home where them live in, because their mother now show them no tenderness. Not saying every woman out there doing it, but it is happening. You know what I mean? And when the youth grow up now and all him know is abuse, when him go to the road and pick up a girl, him can't love a girl, because guess what no? Him mother never teach him no love. So him not go have no love for no woman when time him go to the road. You know what I mean? So that doesn't lead to a good relationship or a good lifestyle for your youth. You know what I mean? If him not get that type of treatment, because what you know, the man is the strongest in the house, you know. And many house there have a man in it. No father did if he stand up for govern the youths them and monitor them. Because the sound of the thunder represents the voice of the man. And the lightning represents the female. So that work in silence. So if there's no male figure in the kingdom, which there's not a word in history or in the vocabulary or in the dictionary that say queendom, you know what I mean? Woman have more talk more than man right now, you know what I mean? And if man doesn't get back the power in the house, then there's no way the house can run properly, you know what I mean? So when a man and a woman get together, getting a child together, and then the nature of the father more stronger in the body of the child gonna act more like the father, whether male or female. Likewise, if the child have more of the female nature, the child gonna act more feminine, more than masculine, whether male or female. You know what I mean? Because of the type of strong nature that's inside of the body. So I'm saying this to say that if you're gonna look out for the people of the country, because remember, you know, most of the things that done in the country is the poorer class of people do most of the dirty works. When we say dirty works, I mean like construction work, road work, and all those type of work, because the upper class people now put them under the dirt to go dig the dirt. Farming and all these type of things. When I look on the side of the farming, Jamaica have the best soil. We have so many lands around Jamaica, nobody occupy it. You're the Prime Minister, you control. Why is it that you doesn't gather some youths out of the ghetto them, fence around the place, you know what I mean? Teach them how to do the farming, instruct them, put instructor there somebody to invigilate them and make them plant it up, and then you reap and then you export. More than importing a bag of stuff from different countries, which those countries don't deal with natural things, they deal more chemical stuff. You know what I mean? Which is not good for our body. Because remember, you know, if you say you're a leader and you love the people of Jamaica, and love is all about caring and sharing, you have to love and care for the people in order for you to lead the people. There's no way you can lead the people if you're not caring for the people. People want to know them got somebody they can rely on. So they come out in their numbers and them vote for you and put you in your space. Look out back for them. Don't only come to them when you need their vote and need their attention or their assistance to do a few things that you and your friends them cannot able to do it. because you're so high in society and you're big in your position and all these type of things. You know what I mean? So what you have to do, you have to just put the right measures in. The weed, ganja, marijuana, cannabis. I was in Canada a few months ago. You know what I mean? And when I hear about it in Canada, legalized in a few places in America, same way, and they need how much Jamaican weed. Why is it that not get the land just the same way, farm it up and export the ganja? You know what I mean? Even the prisoner them in the prison lock up, you fence around the place, put guards there, put police and soldiers there just the same way, let them work. You know what I mean? So when them can get them little dividends, them can send to them family just the same way, out the road, same way, if it can benefit and help our situation. Make the problem kind of more less in the country. Because the more people can eat, you know, is the more better the situation going to be, because they're not going to fight against each other. Persons only like make mischief and fight when most of the time them can't find a meal, because when a man hungry and him did a whole meditation and you don't know the problem you have, because you face long from your and choco. Then a man come and talk to, even your own friend come say something to him and get aggressive against him friend. You know what I mean? Because him having problem and nobody don't see him. You know what I mean? Yeah, nobody don't really see him with him problem. So in order for us to change that thing, we have to keep looking out for the people them who less fortunate in the country. You know what I mean? A man get a child and can't maintain his child just the same way, because there's no source or no resources not there for him to get a job or them thing there. You can't get a job if you don't have a JP, if you sign a letter for you. If a JP doesn't know you to a certain extent, there's no way you go and get your paper to sign. If you don't know somebody in a society, it not work for you. Jamaican people, they are stigmatized by image, facial image. So if you don't have that looks on your face, or you don't have that dress code, or if you don't have certain status to attract people, them go and put you aside. You know what I mean? I remember a time I went to I have a daughter go to school, I won't call the name. You know what I mean? And them send me to the school. When them send over the name for my daughter to the school. When I go to the school, them tell me that I need a piece of paper, one piece of slip paper, like, you know what I mean? So when I go to the other school now, them tell me say I have to go over to that school in order for me to get that paper. When I go there to get the paper, them tell me say, alright, me have to go back over there so again. So when I go up on the hustling and I come back, then me start to talk, you know. No, before I go on the hustling, I was there talking and say the system is corrupt, because you have me there go to and from, you know what I mean? And if people don't able or know somebody in the system, how can they go through? You know what I mean? So, me light a fire, you know, and when I go on the hustling and come back and come to school, them send me to the office, so them need me. When I go to the office, I get the same piece of paper where them tell me say, over there so have it, or there so have it. You know what I mean? So what me learn out of that now is show me that say the people have to voice their opinion and show the fire out. Because if you be too humble like a mule, people go and take you for a fool. Them just so pack up a whole heap of load for you and keep on riding it. They no matter if you want burden down, if you want stress out, if you want depressed, they don't care about that. All their interest is to just put the load for you, and you must carry the load wherever they want it to carry the load. So people have a lot of problem. Me right now sitting here, I have my own problem. But I still have to try to find a way to maintain the mindset. You know what I mean? Because I don't love the things of the world, you know, so that means it blindfolds me to control me. And that's what causes most of Jamaican people. You know what I mean? Most of Jamaican people, they're mindful of the outside, not from the inside. You know what I mean? So you as a prime minister, you know, you have to set the right measures and do the right thing. You know what I mean? Because every action, there's a reaction. You know what I mean? And it will come down on you just like every shower rain. And you wonder, really, after all the good I was doing and all these things, but it's not like doing it in the sight of mankind for mankind to appreciate it and say, okay, yeah man, the Prime Minister, a big man, yeah man, yeah bro God, and big up yourself and them type of thing there. When deep down, there's a lot more can be done. You know what I mean? There's a lot more can be done. There's so many things in this country right now where can be done. Because Jamaica is a tourist attraction place, you know what I mean? And that tourism, yeah, that's good, you know what I mean, because you can benefit off it, but that should never be a main priority